how to play, you know, all of us was learning how to play. We had one in that actually had it for a week, so he kind of was telling us how to do certain things, stuff that we couldn't figure out on our own. Like that fireplace, I couldn't get the dang thing to work.
Right. Yeah, I'll probably play and stream some here in a little bit. We'll play a game of this first.
What are you playing, Madden?
Yeah, I want to get a game in that way I can spend the rest of the time on Conan.
Conan's pretty fun, actually.
I mean, it's good.
Getting used to the buttons is the thing, one thing. The only thing I don't like about it is because when you're doing a combo, when I do the combo and somebody's right there fighting the same creature as me, I hit them. I end up hitting them too.
Yeah.
And I don't like doing that. I don't like hitting somebody and, you know, hurting them when I'm trying not to hurt the people that I'm supposed to be, you know, in the clan with. I guess you can still hurt them. So I guess you can still take out your clan member if you want to.
I don't know. I've never played the co-op thing.
Yeah, you can attack your own coworker or your own person, your helper. I just can't believe that you can do that. Usually when you're in a clan, they're protected, you know? You don't hurt each other. But this one, I guess you do.
Depends on what you have the settings on.
Well, I guess it depends on what server you go on too. If the server is set for that kind of deal, then that's what you're going to have. But that's why I said if you got a server and we went on that way, you had it set the way you would have the person set it up. That's the way it would be.
Yeah.
Then that would be kick butt. To be able to go in when somebody else ain't there, just to go in and just still play the game even though somebody's not there. That'd be fun. I'd enjoy that. I just don't like start playing a game and then all of a sudden can't play until they come on, you know?
Yeah.
I don't like games like I don't like that. Because when I want to play, I want to play. I don't want to have to wait for somebody to come on and play. Yeah. But, yeah. Figuring out some of the new stuff to learn and things like that. I didn't know there was some extra pages on there.
What extra pages?
Yeah, there's some extra pages, you know, when you go in for your skills. There's extra pages in there.
What do you mean?
What they well, when you bring up the screen for the skills, where you learn your skills, if you do your R1, R1, the screen will go to another screen.
Oh yeah.
You got more stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I only thought it had that one screen for the skills, and then find out it has all kinds of more stuff. And, yeah, you can learn benches. You can learn a furnace, I guess.
Yeah.
Kick butt.
You watch any videos?
No, I haven't watched any videos. I learned it all from them so far.
You might want to watch some videos because you can't learn everything. You only can learn about 50% of it. So the shit you choose, you gotta be real careful on what you choose. Because you can learn something and that'll take it where you can't learn another thing that later on you might want that.
Yeah, but I don't get the streams, watching somebody stream, because they do a little different than I do. So they might go for a bow and arrow, and I don't do that, you know. Or they might go for
I wouldn't watch any streams. I'd watch like all the guides, walkthroughs.
I went on there and tried to find a guide, and it didn't show me one. It didn't show me one guide on there.
There's a bunch of them on YouTube. I've been watching them for a week or so.
I can't find one. All I can find is people streaming, that stream stuff, but not no guides, because I put down for that guide you guys told me to put down guide for the Conan, and they didn't come up with jack crap unless you go to Amazon and buy the book or whatever on it.
I don't know
They
nothing
want you
about
to
that.
buy the book.
I just typed in Conan Exile's guide or beginner's
Yeah, that's
guide.
what I did, and it went to Amazon book, a guide for Amazon book.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that. I watched a bunch of them though. I sent a few of them to Max.
Well, send them to me.
I can't. I have no way to send them to you. You haven't updated your Facebook or anything, so I don't have any way to send it to you.
I don't use Facebook.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That's what I was telling you before. If you kept it updated or whatever, I could send you stuff and keep you updated. But that's the only way I can send anything to you.
That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
There's a lot of stuff on there. There's a couple of people that do a lot of questions and guides and walkthroughs, best weapons, beginner guides, stuff to craft, stuff not to craft,
but
what not to waste your time with.
Well, there's a lot of things on there that's in deal, but if you want to decorate your place, then you'll be crafting some of the stuff that you want to craft. I don't know. I just want to see what it's going to be where we're not all tied together. We can go out and do our own thing, or we can, we can still work together. It's just, if I'm not that, I just don't like being tied to somebody, you know what I mean? So like if I want to stay at the fort to do some upgrading on my place or upgrading on certain things, I don't have to stay, I can stay there and let let you guys go out and do whatever you guys want to do.
Man, that's pretty dumb. I wouldn't play that co-op shit. That's stupid.
Yeah. You can go so far away from them, but that's as far as you can go, is certain far. And if you go,
yeah, because you're defeating the whole purpose of a 24-hour server. Then you're just playing like 7 days to die on their server. That's why I won't let you do it, because the map's too big. I wouldn't have done that. I would be like, no, just all join the same server, and then.
What I don't like about it, the main part I didn't like about it is because when you die, or if the host dies, and they go back, they respawn back on their bed at the base. Guess where you're going? You're going back to the base. Because it teleports you back to the base, or what I call teleport. Because you'll automatically all of a sudden disappear from where you're at, and all of a sudden you go back to the base. It's like,
there's teleport spots around the map. You go to certain areas in the map and you can teleport to other areas.
Yeah, but if the host ain't going there, then you can't go. On the co-op one, you can't go. He won't let you. That's the only thing I don't like about it. But I don't like PvP either. I mean, I don't really like going after, having all these high people come after me low people, and I'm trying to play the game, and I can't play the game with them trying to come and kill me every time I turn around.
Depends on the ones you join. They're all different. Some of them have different settings. Some of them have different rules. Some of them play different ways.
Yeah, but it don't tell you. All of a sudden you just log in.
Tells you on the right side when you go to click on the server. And then, like, most of the time you look up the server on Facebook, and they have a Facebook group just for the server. A lot of servers you have to be in the Facebook group to play. That way they can communicate with you and stuff. They usually do like fair warnings. They send you a notification like, hey, we're going to be doing raids tonight.
They were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah,
Pretty good, because you can have so many people on a server, so it's an easy way to communicate with everybody.
Not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the
I mean, some people use the PSN messenger, but that's kind of a pain in the ass. I don't want my shit popping up because someone else is talking. Like you're talking to somebody else. I don't want to be a part of that group because I don't want y'all's conversation popping up on my screen while I'm trying to play. So most people use Twitter or Facebook. And it's free, so.
I don't, because I don't have none of that hooked to my PS4, and I'm not going to have it hooked to my PS4. But I don't want no PS or PlayStation, or I mean Facebook on it. Can't stand Facebook.
Sorry, on it comes with it. Mine's all linked to Twitter, Facebook, YouTube.
But it ain't linked to my PS4. It don't have. I have to put in my username and password in order for it to come on, and it ain't coming on because I don't put it in.
Word. Whatever works for you, bud.
So I don't like Facebook. Too many fake people on Facebook.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And this is
I don't know. I use it for my video game stuff.
Getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you?
Only thing we ever talk about is video games.
No first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Oh wow! It was great for Farming Simulator because you know what I mean, you just go in there and ask a question and get a bunch of different answers and see what works best for you. It's like instead of asking one person, you can ask like 300.
Continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right,
it's great for info.
But they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spots.
That's what YouTube and all them are for.
Getting all the way downfield with their blocking. Just have to keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. When we look at this unit like we are now, Greg Olsen has become such a reliable target in this league.
Oh, well.
To be considered the number one option in the passing game.
What's that shit all over him?
And he lives up to
What's that shit all over him?
The defense is set for him, knows how to beat them.
Huh.
False start's going to push him back, but these days
Probably be playing that game probably mostly by myself. Probably.
Why, you don't want to play with us?
Well, you guys are gonna do Facebook and all that. I won't have it, so I won't be able to even have a conversation with you guys. So.
Just talk to us during the game when you're playing.
If you won't, because of
That's
the Facebook,
what we do.
you guys will be.
Like, it's kind of hard for it to explain because you really don't know about it. So it's like trying to teach you Chinese. Don't worry about that. They don't have nothing to do. They'll just talk to us during the game like everything else.
While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
It's easy. Nothing to it. Once I get a server or whatever, I'll start the Facebook group and all that. Me and Max will run it.
The only Facebook I got is the one that's in my name, and I don't use that for gaming. So.
You got two of them. You got two of them. You got the other one created, yeah.
Yeah, but that one ain't even linked to anything. That one I just didn't. I haven't even logged into that thing since I've even started it up. But I don't put nothing on there. My videos don't even go on there. They go on YouTube.
This from 54 yards away.
And the streams, they all go to YouTube.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short.
Oh man, I don't
What's up, Viking?
know that much about that streaming, so.
Yeah, mine go everywhere, and it gives her alerts to different, like, groups.
Yeah, I'm not part of hardly any groups.
They post in, like, when I play 7 Days to Die, it posts in the 7 Days to Die groups, and lets them know I'm streaming, and they can just click on the link and go right, it'll take them right to my YouTube. Same thing with Twitter and all that.
Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talk about what the coverages are and what they're seeing.
That's how a lot of streamers communicate.
Snapshots. Now you look at the Microsoft Surface Pro. He's got to analyze what he's seeing and be more.
I hear you, Viking.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That throw good for 4.
Just trying to get me a game in. I'll probably play a little Conan.
First quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said.
Yeah, Viking, I got mine connected to my ps4. So all I gotta do is hit the share button and it goes to all my accounts. That way I get more of a fan base than, you know what I mean, off one site. I do 3 every time I stream. I wanted to add Twitch to it, but I don't know what. I don't know if I want to fuck with Twitch. Maybe.
Another carry now for Rodgers. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first.
Like, you know anything about Daily Motion? I know some people have been streaming on that. I don't know if it's any good though. I heard it's like a smaller site though.
Burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
They'll run. It's Rodgers. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Damn.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Yeah, I don't know much about it. When I first seen it, I looked it up, and I don't know. Didn't look very popular.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The numbers for Evans a week ago: 6 catches.
I don't even see Facebook nowhere on this PlayStation.
We're seeing big numbers from him just about every week, and that's why he's leading the league. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit, thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play.
Yeah, I just started doing it because it was more a way to socialize, meet more people, you know what I mean, talk to more people. Then you just join a group of people that play the same game as you. So it's just a big group of people that play the same game. And it's self-police, so people don't act a fool in there, really, you just get kicked out.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
But like Farming Simulator and stuff like that, I learned a lot. It's always nice to be able to go to ask a whole bunch of people, you know what I mean, at any time of day.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. You have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this.
I like YouTube, man. It's just they keep changing the rules and the algorithms, and they just keep making it harder and harder for the small guy.
Now signal to the defense. Now signal to the kicking game. Hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Yeah, that's one I didn't know where it's at. Haven't found the religion altar.
It's as soon as you start where you unlock the sword and the building blocks, it's in that list all the way at the bottom. I think it's second or third from the left.
That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get
it tells you where the altar is at or something, usually the religious altar.
No, you gotta build it.
Oh, you gotta build one.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage.
I think it just takes a bunch of stone.
They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pick.
I just seen that you had that trophy and I didn't have that one. I was trying to figure out. I didn't get that one. Then I got one that you don't have.
Right, like.
7-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday return.
When I started doing that, my end goal was hopefully someday I'd be able to monetize and be able to make enough money to, at least buy one game a year or a controller. Or, you know what I mean? I thought it'd just be cool to get some kind of return out of just playing the video games. I mean, I would still do it anyway, but that was kind of my end goal. But the way they keep changing it, it'd be hard. You have to be pretty popular, though.
On first down, Newton. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. That one intended for Anquan Bolden. And now it's second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
There, down.
They run with Stewart. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same.
Yeah, they say that every game.
Debate about who's going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways.
They lost.
McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Oh. Yeah, I probably never make enough money neither, bud, but before it was more plausible than it is now.
So how long is it going to be before you get on Conan? Estimate.
2 quarters.
2 quarters?
Yeah. So
I was going to eat. I was going to get off and eat so I didn't chew in your ear.
Probably about 45 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that.
Okay. Alright. I'm going to get off and eat, and then that way I'm not chewing in your ear.
Alright, that's cool. I'll charge my headphones while you're doing that.
Alright.
Alright.
Alright, bye.
Right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
So far, just the single catch. And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On the ground, Rodgers trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now Rodgers. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Well, this is caught by Jackson. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll run it here. This is Rodgers. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive. And normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Now the 6-year man from Cal, Brian Anger, on to kick. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Here comes Anquan Bolden and company heading back onto the field. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Yeah, something to get him the ball. We'll see if they can do it. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
It's interesting how we label routes. You know, some people might call this a hitch. For me, a hitch is a little bit closer to the line of scrimmage, about 1 to 3 yards deep. A lot of people might call this a dig route, going this deep on a 3rd and 7 to pick up the first down. Others just call it a stick route. Get to the right point, stick in that spot, and let them hit you with a pass. No matter what, they did pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Gerald McCoy in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. it's really a difficult task.
Now a 10th carry for Jonathan Stewart. Not much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of...
It's caught inside the 25. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He hits Stewart in the flat. Unable to corral him. He fights through. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. William Golston able to drop him for a loss of 4.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Panthers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The Panthers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now off goes Newton, and on comes the kicker, Graham Gano. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Jonathan Stewart now gearing up to go on offense as he takes the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Remain here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. 6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Eddie Royal is intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at about the 14. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. Mike Glennon with 1 touchdown pass thus far. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Right side caught by Jackson. 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Deshaun Jackson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, a long touchdown pass into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Reminder, a couple of good games still to come. Later tonight, it's the Steelers on the road in Detroit taking on the Lions. Then Monday night, the costumes will be in full force in Kansas City, I'm sure, as on the day before Halloween, we'll see the Chiefs play host to their AFC West rivals, the Broncos.
And wasn't it just a couple years ago, those two played a night game that was won by the Broncos on a fumble return with like 20 seconds to go?
Absolutely, that was a thriller. And Olsen over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Cam trying to rally his guys to the line as quick as he can. On second down, here's Newton. He's got that one complete to Eddie Royal. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a first down throw for Newton. His throw incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Newton now to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Newton throwing again. That is caught inside the 5. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Devin Funchess, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Let's shift now and discuss Deshaun Jackson. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing. Because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. Second down, just 1 yard to go. From the gun, Winston. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and it's second down. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. To the air again with Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a third time. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Room to run inside the 40. He gets it complete to Anquan Bolden. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Newton on first down. And he's got room. And avoids the contact by sliding. He got 29 yards that time. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Newton on first down. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Buccaneers have it. And for how much Cam handles the football, he really doesn't fumble a whole lot, but coughed it up there.
And I know that a lot of people seeing that play, they immediately go back to the Super Bowl against Denver and Von Miller knocking it free from Cam. But I think you're exactly right. One of the underrated aspects of his game, he's fundamentally sound when he carries the football. Whether he's in the pocket or actually running it, he usually does a great job of taking care of it.
He'll have to shake that one off.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Buccaneers have cruised into halftime with the lead. The Panthers came into today's game coming off an impressive win. They'll need to turn it around to find their way back in the win column. All right, let's roll those moving pictures. Now 1st and 10, Jackson's wide open down the field, and he'll be tackled at the 41-yard line. Third down from inside the 10. Completion will be made here to a wide open man. And he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. They strike first in the half. 1st and 10. Jackson's wide open down the field. He gone. Buccaneers push their lead to 11. Panthers line up at the 31. Newton's gonna find his mark. And this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. Closing the gap to 4.
All right, Larry, thank you. A fairly tight game here as we get set to resume play in this second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 7 yards to go on second down. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got Evans. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Off the play fake, Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
A 1st down throw for Winston. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Jameis to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rodgers. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
To throw, Winston. Hard throw, incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets them a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they do.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
To throw is Winston. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo.
And they will line up now for the 2-point try. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st and 10, Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Play fake. Winston. Wide open receiver complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
1st down, Winston. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays.
Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And this one is incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game. And
back near his own goal line, Winston. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jackson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Winston. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking. Good
pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Look, Carolina had a number of issues last year, and that's why they slumped to 6-10 after a Super Bowl appearance. But pass rush wasn't a problem for them. They still got to the quarterback.
47 total sacks. That was just one behind Arizona, who led the league.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue for them, young corners, they gave up a lot of big plays.
And they can't bring him down. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
There's obviously nothing shy about the guys dialing up offense here. They take a shot on 3rd down, and boy, did they get rewarded, even though there was good defense on the play.
He hits Rodgers in the flat, and he'll go down at the 28. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Again, it's Winston. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, it's Barber. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. He'll look to throw. And a reception made over the middle. This is Bolden. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. They'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. He's back to throw. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on first. Cam trying to rally his guys to the line as quick as he can. Back to throw. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, T.J. Ward.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill, trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Winston will kneel down, and that should be your ball game. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Buccaneers, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter.